It's going right now.
Hi, folks. This is Wemette, and here we are at 2:23, actually February 23rd, 2022, at the After Show with my vlog. And this is Adam Flowers, the man with the joke.
Back again. Bad jokes for free. Good to see you, William Kirchmayer. Red, it's been light years. It's been 5 minutes.
Well, we'll see who shows up.
Well, we'll see. People are going to find it. They come in. They always do. Hit the like button when you get in here, guys. And
Bill, you've got my book, right?
me?
William Kirchmeyer. Hey, Ferguson, here they come. It's been so long. It's been too long.
It's been light years. Crew's in here to hang out for some.
Yes, you made it, Mickey. Mickey
Griggs.
We made it.
Hey, Cindy. She just subscribed. Cindy's hanging out too for the after party. Awesome, Cindy.
Thank you.
Everybody made it. Vicky Griggs, Leanne. Well, you guys just want to hang out longer, I guess. That's cool.
The reason why I said that was, Frank's video was very interesting. Watching Frank again, but there were a lot of people who were asking me questions on the side, and I didn't want to interfere.
Yeah, well, I think, if you maybe in the future, like if you give me a motion, a cue, like, hey, I got something that I can pause the video on my end, and that way we can do it that way.
People love to see Frank. I enjoyed it myself.
Comedy Room. I've never seen Comedy Room before. Did they sell Lombardo's house? I don't know.
I don't think so. No.
I don't know. I think it's still on the I think it's still
on the market.
Yeah. I thought so. I could be mistaken, but I thought so. Man, I tagged this whole thing up already. I guess I did. Wow. Oh, I'm just looking at the video. Leanne rolling along. Give him a safe word. That's funny. Brad, that's funny.
It is.
Oh, God.
Brett, we know you're there. I'll never forget you. Brett and I used to live, many years after I left, but he lived in the same neighborhood. I lived in the suburbs at one time. This is one question that was up before. Mr. Ferguson. No, I did not know his brother.
Tony Spilatro turned the clown in? Tony Spilatro's brother turned the... Oh, yeah, the dentist,
right? Spilatro. Dr.
Right,
Pat.
yeah, I heard that. I heard that he went to Pat to go because he had a sore tooth or something, and he needed a tooth pulled, so he went to him, and they called the feds and said, "Guess who's over here getting his tooth pulled?"
After 5 visits, he was pumping him for information about his brothers.
Oh.
And then finally, he just caved in on him.
Wow.
You should have heard him in Family Secrets. He was livid.
Joe?
No, Pat Spilatro.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. He just couldn't believe they would do that to his brothers after all those years. Even though he didn't take that route himself, he just didn't think it would go. Bulls and Bears. I met him when he was a young man, and I wrote about it in my book. He was running around with a baseball bat and kind of discouraging other nationalities to stay out of the neighborhood, so to speak. He wanted them on the other side of the viaduct, him and other people. He came up on me in the middle of the night. I was over in the middle of the night, and I was in an alley that was right across from Cozzo's. And I was going to the back, There was a house there, and I got hemmed in the front and hemmed in the back, and they didn't know who I was until I got out of the car, and I said, I'm here to see so-and-so, and then they all got back in the car with their baseball bats, and they went out and did something else. But they were very nice to me. Albie was nice to me. I didn't have any problems with him.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. Bobby Bag of Donuts. I didn't say anything during my show again because it's off topic of what people on the show are interested in. But we lost a lot of magicians in the last couple of years. We lost Siegfried and Roy. We lost Johnny Thompson, and last night, we lost Amazing Jonathan. So Amazing Jonathan was only 63 years old, I think. And did I know Amazing Jonathan? So I met Amazing Jonathan a few times, and I performed for him at least once or twice. I worked with his wife when I was hosting at Beecher's Madhouse. I mean, and I went to some of his, when I first got to town, I went to some of his Halloween parties. He used to have live sex shows at the parties, and with the freaking anyway, I'm not getting into it.
People are down on me for my porn.
Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's
the world has gone changed. But you know something, Adam? It's not just magicians. We're losing more people every day. Every time I turn around in a week, I'm losing like 3 or 4 different people I knew. They're going. And I looked at my life expectancy last night on Ancestry. There hasn't been one Wemette that's lived past 74.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't jinx yourself.
They died in 50s, at 50 years of age, 60 years of age.
Yeah.
My dad lived to be 74, and I'll be 73 in April, in a couple of weeks here.
Yeah. Arthur Stewell, comedian, was talking about Amazing Jonathan. Said he was a well-known prop comic. So Amazing Jonathan started as a street performer, and I say started, but I know he was a street performer for a while. And he did a lot of prop comedy. He did a lot of he was part of that group that all did stand up at that time. They all came out of that era. And Amazing Jonathan was one of those. Yeah. Anyway, man, lost another one.
Yeah. They're dropping like flies. People that I know. I mean, look, in your life, people you know. How many people have you lost in the last 2 years, 3 years?
Too many.
Same thing with me.
Too many. And then I have friends that are losing, family and even loses. One friend lost his son. I mean, it's just, what are you going to do? Did any legendary porn stars have outfit connections? Bulls and bears.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Arthur.
As Adam and Red.
I ever seen any Showtime?
Everything is going to be all white.
No,
I have not seen the trailer. Showtime trailer for everything's going to be all white,
no,
like all white.
Greg Hart, right there. He names one right there.
What's that? Harry Reams?
Yeah.
Who's Harry Reams?
Way before your time.
I got the trailer on over here on the side. I'm watching it right now. A deep dive into America's past and present through the experiences of people of color. The docuseries marries humor with history as it confronts the facets of racism, exploitation, and discrimination that contributed to the formation of America. Watch new episodes Fridays, 8 at 7 on Showtime.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's they got to make content. They got to make content. They got to make content about something, okay? And you just got to make content. So what? That's what they're doing. They're making content. And it doesn't matter what it's about now.
Bobby Bag of Donuts. When I hung at the bar Grand Nine, did I ever talk to an old 42 gang member? Maglia? No, I did not talk to him.
Mangia polenta? Mangia?
Polenta.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have any play by? Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, Marshall Cafano went over to the Playboy building. They had Playboy After Dark, and he tried to put the arm on Hugh Hefner. So that was interesting. When he talked to me about it, I was very surprised. I didn't. That's when he moved to California. Hefner moved to California then.
It's Manja polenta. Manja. Thanks for that, Bobby. Manja polenta. Okay.
Well, this one's 2013, so he must have been old.
Harry Reams?
Right. Yeah.
Adam, your name pronunciations are legendary. Thanks, Brett.
I heard about the outfit discovered the Melrose Park crew. Any information on this? Tony, I really don't understand it because the Elmwood Park crew, the biggest crew in Chicago, the most powerful was Grand and Ogden, was the West Side. And it dissolved the Melrose Park crew. Yeah. It evolved. Everything evolved. Big Tuna. What do I think about it? I don't know what the other guys think about it, Big Tuna. I don't like it. I don't like what they did. I mean, it should have been better. Dave Fox. Yes. Well, Cy didn't do it, but he gave the order from, he was in prison in Vienna, Illinois prison, and he called his brother Frank Jr. or his nephew, and he orchestrated the whole thing. And the Cook County prosecution at that time did not want to pursue it. Bobby Bag of Donuts, I gotta tell you, I don't think there was anything in that neighborhood that wasn't connected. Grand and Ogden, forget it. If you're at Grand and Western, it's still, the patch. Everything was connected there. If you weren't connected, you didn't open a door.
Mickey Griggs. What's up, Adam? Are you feeling all right? I think I am. I'm a little pink because of this light. I was screwing with this light before the thing. I just can't. So it's like it was making me too washed out or something. And anyway, no, I'm sitting here working on a couple of things. But yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling pretty damn good, actually. I woke up today feeling really good.
Adam's waiting to go into ketosis here. He went back on his keto diet.
Yeah, I didn't drop the bomb about that because I'm just gonna give me a freaking month, man. After 30 days, people are gonna ask me if I'm sick. They're gonna be like,
wait till you get the gobbler like I got, this loose skin.
Look, I should be lucky because I have two women in my life that are constantly getting food and making food, and and it's when you do the keto thing, it's kind of
between your mom and your wife. Hey,
yeah, I mean, and so it's I'm lucky. I really am lucky. So I should just look at it that way. I'm lucky. I just need to not eat as much food.
Yes, he did, and it's an accurate statement, Arthur.
Arthur, did Frank Gallotta ever say that Tony was involved in the killing of Tamara Rand? Yes, and he wrote about it in his book. He wrote about it in Tony's.
He didn't do it. He was involved in it, but he didn't do it. Like in the movie Casino, they show him going up, and and it wasn't that way. Somebody else went and did it. I believe it was Joey Hansen.
Ketosis. I thought you had a disease waiting for me to go into ketosis. That's funny. If you get any pinker, Adam, you'll have to register as a Democrat. Thank you very much, William. Oh, my God. Adam, did the mob tour with you on Saturday? Great time. Hey, thanks for
everybody has a great time. Adam does the best tours. I really does. He has a multiple. You know what you failed to tell people, Adam, is that you have a flat screen TV in there and you show clips, news clips. And I noticed when I was listening to you, on that tour yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know that was there. They didn't expect that. And you had a call come in, and this lady asked about the tour, what it was about and everything, but she didn't understand that he actually has a flat screen TV in the van, and it's very helpful.
That must be Larry A6214. I'm guessing you're Lawrence, and you were on the tour on Saturday at 3:00. Because I had 15 people do the tour. I had 2 different tours go out, 15 people total. Unless you were in Elaine's group, then you were in the first one you were on the first one. Anyway, Larry, thanks for coming on the tour, and thanks for that little plug. Appreciate you, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the stories about Frank. It's a very interactive tour. Yeah, that was me. Good. I was right. Thank you, Larry.
Jimmy Friday on his book said that Frank Pompadero could have been the Bomp. The Bomp was involved in Tamaran murder with Tony. Could have been. I don't really know for sure. I thought it was Joey Hansen.
Jimmy Fratiano in his book said Fred Bompancero. Bompancero was
They called him the Bomp. They called him the Bomp.
Right. Larry, by the way, I wanted to sit and talk with you for a few minutes after the tour, but like you saw, I was doing them back to back, and I really wanted to talk for a few minutes. He came up to me, told me he watches the channel, likes watching you and I, and that's cool. I'm glad that this is entertainment.
Yes, Doug, I did go over to Playboy headquarters until they moved.
Yeah, guys, hit the like button.
Thank you, Brett. I need all the help I can get.
How respected was Jimmy Boy Cozzo, Bulls and Bears?
Very, very respected. He held the keys to most of the unions through the Teamsters. And he got along with Dorfman. He got along with everybody. Jimmy Boy was a Jelly Belly, his dad was named Jelly Belly, but he was a happy-go-lucky guy. I never heard him say anything mean, except he did not like Louis Eberle. He said when that guy, took over out there, he messed me all up. He wants to charge me X amount of dollars and all kinds of stuff. But Louis only lasted till 1987. He died. Pancreatic cancer.
Wow. Pancreatic cancer. That goes quickly.
For you, Adam.
Are you going to rehab the old tour bus with the big window seating area in the front? It'd be cool if you and Red could do a shish tour in Chicago. No, Jim Magnifici. So that old tour bus, that big bus that we made the video about and all that, that's not my bus. That wasn't Frank's bus. That was a guy in town who likes buses. I don't know. He's got a few buses. I think he's going to get into the transportation business, I'm guessing. I don't know. But anyway, no, it's not my bus. What can I say? But I'll tell you which bus is my bus. And William Kirchmayer said, hope to visit Adam and ride his short bus. I tell you what, William, when you get out there, I'll give you a little helmet and everything too to wear.
Did Tony help kill Dorfman with Frank Schweiss? No, he didn't. And I'm not going to name the other man. I know who it was. Everybody knows who it was. They can't prove it. He's still alive.
Shane.
Bulls and Bears.
Why did he not like the Mooch?
He told me he didn't like him because he had, like I had, arrangements with Joey Lombardo, and he had arrangements where certain things would slide. And all of a sudden, Louis put the arm on him for everything. He wanted tax on everything he did. And, Joey built that compound. It wasn't Jimmy's money that built that compound. It was Joey's. He wanted a place for everybody to meet. And that's what happened. Yes, it does, Greg. Pancreatic cancer tends to occur with alcoholism. It does.
Very painful. Few survive. Yeah. I took my.
He suffered for about maybe a year and a half.
Oh, my.
Was the Mooch just? No, he was a Mooch. Brett, he was a Mooch. That's how he got the nickname. Most of these nicknames came from like Wee Willie. He was a short guy. So they all came from that way. The Mooch was a Mooch. He'd mooch on anything.
I'm making a Packer helmet or a German one. Oh my gosh. Arthur Stewell. Adam, do you go by Lefty and Tony's house during your tours? We go past Tony's house on the tour. We go past the filming location where De Niro and Stone portrayed Lefty, but we do not go past Lefty's house. However, the vehicle is equipped with video screen, and during the tour, as we drive around the outside of the country club, we do show pictures of Lefty's house and what Lefty inside the house, the inside, the outside, so you can see what it looks like. You get some info about it on the tour.
The former site, Sean Pender, the former site of the Purple Hotel, I guess it got nicknamed that. It was the Hyatt. But they have a brick there, one brick. And it said, there's a plaque next to it, and it says, this is where Alan Dorfman was killed. So it mentions him. I saw it.
Really?
Online. Yeah.
I told you, we have the plaque, the monument for Bugsy here in town, which is the only monument for a mobster. That's here. And now we have a bronze statue of Tony Spilotro, life-size, in Vegas. Only in Vegas, man. Life-size Tony Spilotro. I got to go there and take a picture next to it.
Bulls and Bears. I went on the Mooch, viewed the New York families. Well, he's part of the Genovese family. And a lot of as a matter of fact, Joey Lombardo, we were talking this on your show a few minutes ago, Adam. Yeah. Joey Lombardo was seeing Pat Spilotro, and he kept complaining about the Genovese family moving into Chicago and started to take things over. So I don't know. I guess he always wanted to avenge his father, Tommy Ryan, who was murdered in New York, but it never happened.
Guys, hit the like button. You're just coming in here, hit the like button. I'm looking on YouTube. We're up to 27 likes here, and there's 55 people in the room.
Wow.
Please hit the like button. Only takes you half a second.
Adam, they love you more than me, and I even brought you on the show.
They like you. They do. So it's all.
Okay, I love these questions. Do you think, Arthur? When you ask me, what do I think? It's like really different. Yeah, only because of the movies. Really. I think Bugsy, do I think Bugsy got too much credit for Vegas and popularity? Yes, I do. I think more would go to Mo Dalitz. I think more would go to Steve Wynn. I think that a lot of it would go to a lot of different people.
Yeah, I think that if they were to build a monument for a mobster in town, it should have been for Mo Dalitz. I agree 100%, 150% with that.
I got a kick out of that because in the Godfather, Hyman Roth, who's Meyer Lansky, plays a part, and he said, "There's not even a plaque. There's not even this." And he said something happened to Mo Green. It wasn't Mo Dalitz in the movie, right? But nobody recognized him. He had a vision. He had a dream. And he was right.
Well, Mo Green was the combo character of Mo Sedway and Gus Greenbaum, I believe. And when Bugsy first came to Vegas, Meyer Lansky, Gus Greenbaum, Mo Sedway, they all bought the El Cortez downtown. They became quarter owners of the El Cortez. They wanted to expand it, make it larger. The city officials wouldn't let them. They wouldn't give them more water, electricity that they needed because the city was run by the good old boys, Cowboys, Benny Binion, these guys. These guys were their own mob out here, okay? They were real shit-kicking cowboys. And they had sawdust on the floor around spittoons, wooden floors. That's what the joints were like down on Fremont Street where the gambling was. So they didn't want these guys coming to town putting carpeting on the floor. So they basically sold the El Cortez, and then Bugsy found Billy Wilkerson. And Billy was building Hotel Wilkerson, had registered at Hotel Wilkerson. Now, I've read two different things about this. And one is that Bugsy started the Nevada Projects Corporation, sold shares of stock, and even people, George Raft, these other mobsters and people, all invested into it. And then he went to Meyer Lansky and Lucky Luciano, got $2 million loan, which turned into a $4 million loan in the 40s.
$6 million loan.
Be like 80, no, just 4, but that'd be like 80 million nowadays. So in the movie Bugsy with Warren Beatty, he's like, I have a vision in the middle of the desert and all this. That's crap. That's not.
Mo Dalitz might have done that. I don't know.
I don't think that there's any sawdust joints left for the experience. I really don't. The closest you'd come to that, right? Like we go out to the Pioneer Saloon. That's 109-year-old saloon. We do that on our ghost tour. And there were shootouts in there, cowboy shootouts, people, killed. And they're all
bullet holes in the walls.
There's bullet holes in the walls. The floors are wooden. And that's, if you went there and looked at that, and then you could imagine downtown Vegas, the buildings looked similar. Okay, so at that time when they were built, so yeah, you could get the idea of it. It's just that's how it was back then. Sawdust joints, it's crazy.
If any of you go out to Vegas, don't forget to go on Adam's tour, not just the mob tour, but the one out to Ghost Springs, because it's very, very educational. All his tours are very educational, and you're going to learn something that you never knew before.
Gomph, how about a statue of Virginia Hill for the best piece of Senate testimony in history? You know what she said on the stand, right?
Yeah, they were friends of mine.
No.
They were giving her good. She said I gave good blowjobs or something like that.
Yeah. She said it in the rawest, crudest way, though, possible. Live television.
It shut him down.
Yeah.
Falcon is the main suspect. Yes, he is. And Tony Zizzo. Why was Zizzo killed? I can only speculate, but he had an arrest record and he had a gambling case coming up with I forget the name of it. It was a gambling case that was coming up, and they didn't want to do anything with it. This is a joke. It's for you, Adam.
Was Benny Binion connected to the mob? So Benny Binion, and I want to say that Bugsy Siegel said at one point the only person he was afraid of was Benny Binion. I thought I read that somewhere or heard that. Benny Binion was quoted as saying, I never killed anybody that didn't deserve it. And supposedly killed dozens of guys. So I don't know. Was he connected to the mob? Like I said, these guys out here, these cowboys, man, that were running in the town before the mob showed up. They were pretty much their own. In casino, it really portrays that. It gives you that idea. The senators, the politicians, the judges, they're all, and they still are. It's just.
Trace asks, can we do a ghost tour and the mob tour in the same day? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can, Trace. You can do the 3:00 to 5:30 mob tour, and then you can sit on the vehicle and then go out to Good Springs from 5:30 till 9, or you can do 3.
We did that when I was out there. We did that.
Yeah.
We did it. We did all 3 of them in one day. No, 2 in one day. The other one.
Yeah. So it's well, Adam, Benny's son named Jack. I think so. I think it was Ted. I think it's Ted, not Jack, but I could be mistaken.
You're certainly welcome.
He had 2. He had Jack and Ted, Bulls and Bears. So, yeah, 2 sons. 100% correct. The corruption is everywhere, Adam. Yes, Bobby Bag of Donuts. Is the Rio still open? Are Penn and Teller still performing there? Yes, it's open. Yes, they're still performing there.
They are? Penn and Teller?
Yeah, Penn and Teller is still performing there.
Wow.
Yeah. Penn's giant, man. He's like 6'7". I look up at the guy when I see him. And 6'7", maybe 6'8". He just lost a whole bunch of weight a few years ago.
Hey, Adam. Big Tuna wants to know.
How's the Golden Steer in your opinion? It's good. The steaks are good there. It's expensive. Make reservations. It's expensive.
Or go through the back door. Go through the bar. Tell the secret.
There you go. Yeah. Benny, the Golden Steer, you need to make reservations for.
What was the place you were talking about yesterday?
Piero's. Peppermill. So the Peppermill, yeah. You come to Vegas.
The back door and go to the lounge and have a couple drinks. Just
yeah. If you go to the Peppermill and it's busy, and you get in there, and they say it's a half an hour wait or an hour wait. Last time I was there, they said it was an hour wait. I went with Scott H. It was Scott H. and me, and Luke was the guy's name. Lucas. We did the tour, and then after the tour, Scott and I were going to go eat, and Luke was waiting. He had to blow a few hours before his plane, showed up. So he said, "You want to go with us?" So he came with, and we sat in the back, and that's what you do. You get on the list, and then none of the tourists know this. Locals know it. So there's a lounge in the back of the Peppermill, and you don't have to get on any wait list. You don't have to anything. So everybody stands up there in the front waiting for their name to be called, right?
50, 60 people waiting in line to eat.
Walk right past them into the lounge, and you can sit down. You could waitress to come over. You could order some food. It's a limited menu, but you could get yeah. So that's fucking hilarious. Anyway, that's the first thing. And sit in the lounge, and when they call your name, then you can decide if you want to go out and get a table or not. Okay. The second tip I'm going to give you if you come to Las Vegas is that every one of these rooms, they have a little mini fridge in the room, but it's filled with crap, right? And if you take any of that crap out, little sensors charge your room for it. So here's what you do, because they don't want you to have a refrigerator up there, because that way you could keep food up there, drinks. They want you to go down and spend your money in the casino. So when you get to Vegas, get in your room, pick up the phone and say, "I need a medical refrigerator sent up to my room ASAP." They can't ask you. They can't tell you no. They can't ask you what it's for. They can't any of that. That's against HIPAA laws. So you tell them, "I need a mini fridge."
You can say it's for medical.
Mini fridge. That's it. Medical mini fridge. And you'll get.
Then you put your beer in there or whatever you want.
Yeah. And then if you're tall like me and you're going to fly to Vegas and you get on Southwest, here's the trick. So I hate it because you don't get any leg room. Okay. So here's the trick. And this is how you do it. It's a timing thing. Okay. So you got to get this timing thing down. So here's what you do. You go up to the Southwest ladies or men at the counter, and you say to them, I need a pre-board pass. I just had surgery on a torn meniscus in my knee, my leg. And so I need a pre-board because I can't sit for a long time without sticking it out. So I got to make sure I get an aisle seat. That's all. Just got to say that. Oh, no problem. They give you a pre-board. Now, here's the trick. Here's the timing. Because the pre-boards go on first. All the people in the wheelchairs, they go on first. You've got to be the last person to pre-board with your pre-board. Then they start sending the first group of A's. Okay, so here's what you do. You let those wheelchairs get all the way down. Stand there, talk to the whatever. Start walking down that runway. As soon as you get out of sight of the people up front, stop. Just stop. When the stewardess can't see you up there or the flight attendant and they can't see at either end, stop. Just wait. And as soon as the A's start coming, start walking, and you'll enter with the A's, and then you can sit down in the emergency exit rows. That's the catch. If you pre-board, you can't sit in the emergency exit rows. But if they think that you're with the A's, now you can sit down. Nobody checks your ticket. That's how you do it.
Greg, we'll see you next week. God bless you for showing up.
See you, Greg.
Thank you. Wilson Bears. It's all good. Good, Red. I'm hooked on nicotine. He asked me when am I going to quit? Well, what? Bears, I'm going to tell you when I'm going to quit. I'll probably die with a cigarette in my mouth unless I can't breathe.
What's sinus? What's SNUS? I use sinus.
Sinus.
I use sinus. What do you mean? But I use sinus e-cigarettes.
E-cigarettes. You know those.
Oh, like Enjoy or whatever. He's taking the brand name, right? He uses e-cigarettes and fine Cuban cigars.
Vapors, they call them, or vapes, or something like that.
Gotcha.
I tried it. It didn't work for me.
Snus.
Give us a Joe story, please. I gave you a lot of Joe stories, guy. Not today, but.
Oh, no. Snus is an oralless, smokeless tobacco that's put behind the upper lip, either in loose form or portion sachets. It's primarily used in Sweden and Norway. Where are you from? Bulls and Bears? Swedish tobacco. Swedish tobacco. Yeah. That's why I've never heard of it. And pay attention to our tobacco, let alone.
Yep. That's the answer.
I'll be damned.
He says it's delicious. I don't know. Joliet.
Yeah, when I quit smoking, I had to want to quit, but I had to keep my hands active.
That's what I do when I sit here. Otherwise, when my hands are occupied, I don't smoke that much.
No. I mean, I installed a gas line in the house to the outside. Like I kept my hands busy working on something instead of smoking, because that's the problem. When I first quit, I had to Oof. Chain Weaver, you quit after 50 years. Congratulations, man.
50 years.
It's not hard. It's not easy.
I am.
Hard.
Yes, I'm very much aware of that, Scott H. As a matter of fact, not only on my face, but on my hands, all over my body. I'm very susceptible to skin cancer.
When did you quit, Adam? Bulls and Bears. I quit smoking cigarettes I quit in 2010, and then I started back up in 14, and then I quit in 16. So I'm pretty sure it's been 5 years. 4 or 5 years. I
quit for 20 years. I quit for 20 years and went back.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
I smoke
Smoking
it.
makes Tony Conkies.
Smoking lets you look cool. Oh my God. Well, you gotta remember too. I did that damn cigarette thing. So that cigarette trick, I did that and I had to light it up.
Yeah.
I did it. So let me think here, because when I was doing when I was in That's Vegas, I wasn't smoking, and that was in 2017. I remember I had to buy cigarettes for the show, and I hated going in and buying cigarettes, but I needed them for a prop for the show. So, but it was weird because I started doing that trick like 25 years ago. Everybody, it seemed like, smoked, and toward the last time that I performed, it was last time I performed, it was a while.
Tell them where you can see the cigarette trick, Adam.
Hold on, let me.
Wants to know where you can see it. It's on your channel. You might be able to pull it up, can you?
I can. I just don't want to take something that somebody. I don't want you to get a copyright that they're.
Okay.
So I'm looking for something that I put up. Maybe. Yeah, here's something I put up. This is Funny Vegas cigarette guy. Let's see this.
Yes, RV Doc. Quitting is for quitters.
You want to see it, Red?
Yes, put it up.
Okay. All right. Here you go. You wanted to know what the cigarette trick was? Bulls and Bears. So
I love it. I love it. Adam will never reveal how he does it.
That's it right there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to cut the sound because I hear Rocky in the background, and I know that's going to give us a copyright strike there.
Yeah.
All right. There it is. Stupid. These way out of my face. I start smiling. Have you ever watched it?
The funniest part of these were when you'd get a cigarette from the audience and want to give it back to them. They say, "No, that's okay because you had it in your mouth."
Yeah, no. So
you
okay. So what I just said was I said to the audience, I said I had it in my mouth backwards, so the filter was out, and I always say to them, yeah, I go up to people and go, you got a light? And they go, cigarette's backwards. Oh, it is. And I spin it around, catch the right end. And now I just borrowed that cigarette from the girl. There's one. That's 1, 2. There we go. 2 cigarettes. There's theirs and mine going. And then I take it. Now watch this. Now watch. I take her cigarette. I go, if you're on a plane and you can't smoke, you shove it up, pull it out. Here, you want it back? And of course they're like, no, that's okay. Thanks. And so I reach down in the bag and I still won't take it back. And I lift out a, I don't have it. I used to have pulled out a big jug that was filled with cigarettes and I put it in there and go, another free one. And I had like hundreds of cigarettes in this container. Now I'm going to light it up. And this is where I'm going to light it with the lighter and do it lit. It's just part of it. I mean, you're going to do the floating cigarette. You have to do it while it's lit. And if not, it's just, come on, right? You got to do it lit because it's dangerous. You do it lit. You go, whoa, you catch the wrong end. Watch here. I'm about to get this the wrong end. Boom. There we go. And nailed it. And catch. All right. There we go. And then this is where I then put it in my hand and boom, boom, kabunk, and whoosh, gone. There you go. Now, come up and give me the damn money. Put the money in the bucket. That's the next question.
Yeah.
Out there in Fremont, too.
Tips.
Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, that's the cigarette thing that you were asking about.
Bobby Bag of Donuts said you're very talented, my friend. Well, he is. Trust me.
Thanks, Bobby. Adam's sexy magician assistant went up in smoke along with his quitting the cigarettes. I don't know about that.
No,
let me look at something here.
It didn't happen.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something. Just give me a minute. I got to dig through the computer here.
We put that up to Bulls.
Thanks, guys. I see you guys are all saying that was cool. Cool. Glad you enjoyed it. That's Vegas stage cam. Here. I got a clip.
So, a dollar, a tube, a sugar packet, empty tube.
Hold on. And today, there's nothing with the girl there. Hold on. I got stage footage, camera stuff. Let me see. Too much eye makeup in this video.
It is cool. Automobile. Scotty,
house.
If you go out with Spike, you would be an outfit guy, or else probably.
America's Got Talent.
How many people do we have in the room here?
We're at about 50 right now. About 50.
Okay.
Oh.
Murder Incorporated. No, I really don't, Austin. I really don't. You're reading Murder Inc. by Fender and Burton, Turkus. Do you guys know who they were? No, I don't. Do you, Adam?
Do I? I'm sorry. Reading Murder Inc. by Side Feeder and Burton Turkus. No, I've never read that. No. It's got to be about Murder Inc. though, I'm guessing, right?
Which is New York. That's probably why I don't know anything about it.
Here. I was in a show in Vegas in 2017. Here's a screenshot. Now, there you go. Sexy assistant. And
I'm glad you made it, Shane Weaver.
oh, that's the wrong one.
10 inches of snow? Wow. It's only 84 degrees here, so I love it.
Here. Sexy assistant.
Yes.
See, she didn't go up in smoke.
No. Well, not in this picture.
Well, I had. What did we do, Mary? Here. That was.
RV Docks, is a lot of outfit history, chain of lakes. Yes, there is. As far back as Al Capone and Ralph Capone.
Follow-up question. Did I get a chance to watch Sugar Time? I have not.
It's good, Adam.
Is it?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Hey, when I was on America's Got Talent, that was the crew right there. And that her name's Danny. She's now married to another magician here in town, Murray Sawchuck. So, yeah. That was fun, though, America's Got Talent. I had a lot of fun with that. That was really cool.
Tony Gunk, I don't have any information on Paul Rica that I didn't read. It was before my time. So, and people used to talk about it, but it was way before my time. Sorry, I can't help you.
Unbelievable. Here you go, Red. I never showed you this one. Check this one out. Boom. That's me when I was, I don't know, maybe 22, 23. We were doing shows with the riverboats and all that in Chicago. Those were the dancers. They're all awesome.
Yeah.
So much fun. That was
Awesome.
a blast.
He really liked that going through Joey Lombardo's house, the walkthrough. The video.
Oh, the walkthrough was so much fun, wasn't it, Austin? I like that. That was really cool. I really like that. I think I got a thing now that I showed you guys that on the VR, but I'm going to take people along with me in the VR. Speaking of assistants, though, this was a lot of fun. Did I ever tell you when I was a referee for the micro unprofessional? It was called MUF. It was the Micro Unprofessional Fighting Federation, I think. Anyway, here I was the referee, and and those were the fighters. That was Mini Pacquiao and the other one was Mini. Anyway, yeah. So little people wrestling. That's what I did. That was fun too. I like that.
6'5", 6'5", and you're in with little people, right?
Oh yeah, I was 6'5".
Littler what they really are.
That's Pee Wee Herman over on my left shoulder there, and then that girl right there is Sasha Grey. Sasha Grey was she was a porn star, still is a porn star, I think. That's Chuck Liddell right there. He's that fighter, that MMA fighter. I think he's an MMA fighter, right? And then, oh yeah, there's some of the Beecher's babies that were that was backstage. That was fun. Beecher's babies. There's my baby. And let's see. Yeah, oh there I am with what's his name? Divas in Town. Divas is the name of the show, and his name is I can't remember. Frank Marino. That's Frank Marino right there. He does the Joan Rivers. He was so happy when I walked up to him. He was like, finally, somebody makes me look like a smaller person. Yeah.
And
that was in New York. That was in New York. He's the mini minister in Las Vegas. He does the mini minister. He's cool. That was in Times Square in New York. We went there for Miley Cyrus to do a thing. But well, anyway, why am I showing you all this?
Because it's history.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's good history. I like it.
Whatever.
Are you a Cubs or a Sox fan?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Cubs fan. What about you?
Both. I was elated when the Cubs won the World Series. I was really elated.
Oh my God, Bobby Bag of Donuts. He just does a small sermon. Oh, he just does a small sermon. Oh my God. It's a very short sermon. Mini minister. Oh my God. That's too funny. No, that's too funny. Yeah, that's my Facebook pictures.
See, Scott A says you did a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. It's been fun so far. I want to do a lot more cool stuff too.
This is a good question here. I don't know, Adam. You might know. Austin Springs is asking.
Are you allowed to take a camera and do a walk through the museum for Vegas for us guys who never might get to see it? Now that would be awesome. So I talked to the museum about that maybe a year ago, and they do let influencers come through the museum, make videos. So maybe one day, yes, maybe one day we will. We'll see. We'll see. That's a cool idea. Thought about it though. Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question here. Tony?
Have you ever seen a picture of
Tony
Joey Doves?
No. The answer is no. I have never seen a picture of Joey Doves. I assume you mean a Yupa, smiling. I see him. He's terrifying. He was a serious guy. What did Frank say and other people say? He'd whack a ham sandwich if give the okay.
He'd give the okay to put a hit out on a ham sandwich.
He didn't care.
There, I think I found a picture of him smiling.
You got a picture of him smiling?
Yeah, I do. It's not a big smile, but it's a smile nonetheless.
Somebody must have jammed him in the ribs or something.
Give me just a second. We're gonna let me grab these because I don't want to just share on the screen. They're kind of small. No smile there. Oh, there's a smile. Save images. Downloaded. Okay, here you go. Pictures of Joey Dove's Iupa smiling. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles.
Smiling because the whole world smiles with you.
And here we go. And good. I'm glad that they crossed that out. There's a picture of Joey Dove's Iupa with a smile on his face.
A grandchild.
He's holding a grandchild. How can he not be smiling?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And here's another picture of him smiling. And he still looks terrifying as hell to me. Okay. I don't know how tall was he though.
About 5'10".
Was he that tall? He looked shorter. He appears shorter to me than in that. And there he is smiling. He's got a trophy in his hand and he's smiling. I don't know who the other person is.
I never saw these either.
You never saw these?
No.
Yeah. And then
Big Tuna's asking, what are the chances of us watching a movie and follow up?
Oh, you want to do a movie?
Well, the chances are good, guy. That's the answer.
One more. This has Michael Spilatro as well. There. So that's
wow.
Michael, Tony, and then Sandy Volpe. Sandy Volpe was the wasn't he attorney?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So there you go. Pictures of Joey Dove's Iupa smiling.
No, it's not Pat Marcy.
I just remember every time Frank pointed a picture of him to me, Joey Dove's, he was like, bad man. Bad man.
Dave Fox, it's a very controversial question. I have my opinion. Other people have their opinions. Frank Schweiss told me that Tony did it. So other people say it was Butch Blassie. That's my opinion. All of his other murders kind of came to light later. And I'm basing that on hearsay from mob guys.
Austin Spriggs. This is the only mob-based YouTube channel with no pettiness and no trolls. Well done, guys. It's your personalities that has kept that out. Well, this is Red's channel right now that you're on, Austin. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that.
Yes,
this is the after party. We're not on Mob Vlog right now. We're on Red Wemette. And we're doing this. I do this after party with Red because it gives an opportunity to kind of freestyle and not have to stick to a certain subject. And it's helping him build his channel. So why not? He's helping me. I should help him. That's how
Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody in the room is here to have fun. Huh? More rare outfit-related pics like the Frank Schweiss one you posted not long ago.
I posted one of Frank Schweiss where he was arrested in Fort Lauderdale.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Bulls and Bears. Thank you. He asked you folks to subscribe to me, and I really appreciate it. Or prescribe. I gotta go to your language. I can't. I gotta go to prescribe instead of subscribe. I'm not too old to change. You can't. You can teach old dogs new tricks.
Oh, Michael Graham, when you look on a map, it's amazing how close Tony Spilatro lived from Sam Giancana's house. We did a video. I did a video where I literally drove from Sam's house around the corner down the street to Tony's. It was like a minute long drive. That's it. Where is that video?
And a lot of people said, you know, aside from Schweiss telling me what happened, a lot of people said that a lot of Alpha guys said that he used to go over there frequently. He had a way of jumping fences and getting there.
Yeah, it's not far at all. I mean, it's not far at all. So I can see it being plausible. Never know.
Big Tuna, I can change. I could go prescribe. Like and prescribe, guys.
Let me see. I think I found it. Red.
Oh, good.
I did. You know, and in this video, I'll put the little clip up there and show you how far it is. It's not far at all. Here it is. So, which I'm telling you, it's like right around the corner. Now, speaking of Sam Giancana, look at this. This is you want to see his bathroom? Red?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to see his bathroom? I say it from his bathroom. Let's check out his bathroom.
Front room, the bathroom.
Yeah, the front room, the bathroom. All right, hold on. Let me see. How do I do this? Share. Let me stop sharing that. Remove. Okay.
Thank you, Trace. Thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you. I'm on Mondays too. I do a Monday at 4:00. Adam's looking.
Yeah. You can see I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, he's looking for it.
I'm thinking, like, how the hell do I? Here it is. Okay, so here it is. Watch. This is inside.
Here's a sneak peek of what Sam's master bathroom looked like.
Look at the
Notice
toilet.
the phone mounted above the toilet? As you can tell, he enjoyed the finer things in life, like 24-karat gold fixtures. Around 11 p.m. on June 19, 1975, his body was discovered by Joseph DiPercio, Giancana's caretaker. He was on the basement kitchen floor. He was preparing fried sausages and peppers. Some speculate that his driver, Dominic Santos Traficante Jr. is a name that comes out of mouths when talking about who did it. Others say emphatically it was Tony Spilotro.
This is literally the drive.
Around the corner from him.
I swear, it's like this is the drive.
There's rumors that due to Giancana's ties to the CIA, well, they had to make sure Sam couldn't speak publicly about it.
It's a duplex. Michael had one side and Tony had the other.
This is where he lived with his brother Michael. Tony Spilotro was portrayed by Joe Pesci in the movie Casino.
Anyway, that's it. That's the route. I mean, I think I might have edited it out like 1.5 blocks or something there, but not much. So it was around the corner. I got to go do a tour.
Okay. Have a good tour. Have a good tour.
All right.
Hey,
Red, remember when you get done, click the end the broadcast up there.
Yes.
Do you have it up there? You
Pardon?
have it on your you
Oh,
have
yeah.
it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
See you guys later. I'm gonna go to work. You guys have fun with Red.
Smash the like button, guys. Thank you. I'm still here, guys. Adam left. He's got to go make some money. We all need money. I have a question for you folks. I'm going to tell you something about myself. Every home that I've ever had a phone in the bathroom. Now, the reason the phone in the bathroom was so that I wouldn't miss a call, or if I wanted to make a call. Sitting on the pot, whatever, maybe in the tub. I always had a telephone in the bathroom, still do. It's just the way it is. Does anybody have any questions, or should we say goodbye for now? Trace said bye. I think he said bye to Adam. He might be saying bye to all of us. Thank you, Trace, for stopping by. Yeah, it's a little different with cell phones, but I do have a landline, Brett. Lou, thank you so much. And you were a subscriber. Thank you, Lou. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I do them twice a week. Mondays at 4:00 And Wednesdays at 4:00. Tony? No, I never met Butch Blassie. Yes, on Gulf streams, they usually do. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate it, guy. I like people telling me. I can't see it on my end. Adam has a bigger studio than I do. Do I know if he controlled it? I don't know it. But I would assume that he did because of the outfit ties. There were people that went back and forth from Chicago, obviously. Yes, I am. I was born at Ravenswood Hospital in Chicago and actually wrote about it in my book, guy. It tells all about my life. Scott H., I don't know. And I didn't know him. There's a lot of guys around, man. Yes, it is safe. It is convenient, too. Thank you, Tony Gunk. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, Red, you guys have a good, great show. Thank you so much. God bless you too, Austin. No, I don't have any personal stories about Ailman other than the fact that during the murder of Richard Kane, I saw him on the roof and I saw Frank Schweiss outside with walkie-talkie. They were both talking. And his Firebird, he had a Pontiac Firebird at the time, and it was kind of like a getaway car. '78 Sound. Hello there, guy. Douglas, what high school did I go to? I went to Morton East in Cicero. Do I remember the phone numbers that had letters like Hudson 32700? Yes, I do. But I can tell you this. It's almost like a Johnny Russo joke, but the first telephone I remember was, it didn't have a prefix or anything. It had an operator. You pick up the phone and you tell her what number you're calling, and she would dial it. But my number was 1472. That was it. Yeah, I was in some ways, but I never abused people. I never went looking for trouble, but if trouble found me, I took care of it. As a matter of fact, I wrote about that in my book too, '78 Sound. A lot of people laughed about it. Did I ever go stock car racing? Yes, I sure did. I went to Union Grove in Wisconsin. I went to US 30 drag strip. Actually, at one time I went to the amphitheater, Chicago Amphitheater. It was ovals. Felix, thank you. You love my book? Almost done? Was Kurt Hansen early on Enforcer Hitman? Yes, he was. He worked for Jimmy Couture, and he was also worked for Buccieri. No, no, there was never any clashes, rivals between the Grand Avenue crew, Big Tuna, and the 22nd Street crew. I think the 22nd Street crew was kind of submissive to Joey Lombardo when I was around, because we walked down to Chinatown, whatever, we did whatever we wanted. And nobody ever said anything to us. You went to Union Grove, and, you know, something you were talking about race cars or people, Frank Collada was talking about racing. And really, I have to tell you, Ogden Avenue, the police used to shut it off, and these guys used to race their cars there. There was a bridge that went up, and it was something else. Well, by your name alone, automobile, you met probably Bob in Chicago at Rod Custom Show. Okay, Hot Rod Custom Show. Yes, he did. He was Scott H. He was part of the. He was the boss of the Chinatown crew. Bulls and Bears. Was Joey Lombardo a nice guy? I thought he was. I got along with him quite well. He even had family secrets. He knew he was going down, and I was testifying. The government made me come in, and they subpoenaed me. And Joey smiled at me in court when he stood up and winked at me. He had kind of a twinkle in his eye, like, I know I'm gone, guy. So don't really, you know, you're not going to hurt me. And I really like that very much. Sad way he went. Very sad. I could be wrong, Michael Graham. I could be wrong, but thinking that every sense of humor helped out some of these mob guys being around you. Yes, it did. My sense of humor was great. It really was, and their sense of humor was great. I've heard people like Frank Collada say that you could never tell jokes with Joey because you were the butt of the joke. But I joked around with him, and I think I was on a different level. I mean, Frank was the kind of guy that just go and, you know, they take a piece of his score whenever he did something. It's just different. C88, I'll try. I'll keep them coming. I stopped doing my bedtime stories, and I'm just doing 2 a week lives, one with Adam and one with the after show. And no, that's 3 a week, because I also do my show on Mondays at 4 o'clock. No, I never had any contact with the Dixie Mafia. I kind of stayed in my own little porn shop, unless I was hanging out with somebody, Milwaukee Phil or whoever. Well, Scott H., thank you for your comment. I sure pulled the wool over those guys. You have to hand it to me. I did my best, Scott H. I really did my best. Couldn't have done any better, I guess. If you do your best, you got nothing to complain about. Yes, I did one time, Steve Pape. I did one time. Hey, Red, did you ever think these guys in the outfit would turn on you? And you say thanks. I was kind of worried about Frank Schweiss. And I called Dick Hoyden. And we sat on a bench, like a bus stop bench. And we had our feet where you would sit, and we were sitting up on the top rail. And I asked him, I said, if I have problems with this guy, will you help me take him out? And he looked and he thought, he gazed off and he said, yeah, that's all. Yeah. And I never heard anything back. He obviously didn't go to Schweiss or anybody else. So that's it. Big Tuna 815. Can you tell us about the Archer Avenue Polish guys? I really can't. I agree with you, Jim Magnifici. I'm seeing more new people, and I really like it. Anybody that wants to, ask me a question or what, I make myself public. It's not like some of the other channels. I do it for a reason. I want everybody. Dave Fox, you got a question here. Do I know Frank Schweiss's daughter, Nora? No, I do not know her at all. I saw her in court a couple times, and her brother looked tame compared to her. As a matter of fact, her father used to tell me on many occasions, he said, my daughter is the son I wanted with no balls. That's how he referred to her. Tough as a nail. I think so too. It was kind of my idea. I told Adam, I said, what do you think about having Gary Jenkins on the show? And he said, can you get him? That was last night. And I said, I think he went to bed by now. So when he showed up on this show, that was great. And I'll probably call him if I can this evening. Thank you, Scott H. Well, I think we're an hour and 16 minutes or 17 minutes. I think it's time to say goodbye, folks. And thank you so much for coming by. Yes, she does. She sells, Dave, she sells real estate in Florida, but we have no contact. And she's in South Florida, and I'm up in the Panhandle. I'm at Panama City Beach, up in the Panhandle, very close to Alabama. And, it's different up here. It's not like Central Florida or like the peninsula, as we call it. It's the Redneck Riviera. Reb, was there ever a time when you thought Frank Schweiss may have had a problem with you or wasn't happy with you? No, not really. Occasionally he'd say things to me like, what'd you do? You knocked a hole in the wall. You must have lost your temper or something like that. And he was laughing. He never really said anything bad. Bulls and Bears, good night. God bless you. I'm hungry. I'm sure you guys are too. And thank you, Jeff. A good night to you. Good night to everybody. God bless you. And we'll see you again, I hope. Hit your notification buttons on my channel so it'll notify you. Thank you so much for coming by. God bless you.